Welcome to the RacerX Motocross Show on AllySports.com. We're going to wrap up the 250 class with the Jasons, Wygant and Thomas. Now, we have a close points race in the 250s, but it's not like you can count on 1-1s, 2-2s. No, it's always all over the map with this gang.
Yeah, these guys are all really close in speed, and they've proven all year that you could go, win the first moto and then 20th the second moto, and no one would be surprised.
Yeah, we weren't surprised when almost that exact same scenario happened in our motos today. Let's get to the highlights. Check out the first moto highlights here. Will Hahn, only his second race back, but he is on fire off the start.
Yeah, obviously 2 hole shots today. He kind of continued over from Supercross. Those guys' bikes are obviously dialed in. Townway up front of the stars, Hahn up front of the stars. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, Cole Seeley wasn't too far back either. Trey Canard was right where he needed to be. He was in second, but Christophe Pourcel trouble. He falls on lap 1 and is about 12th early on.
Yeah, obviously wasn't a typical Christophe Pourcel day. Usually even if he's in the back, he's coming to the front in a hurry, and just didn't seem to have that today. He was kind of on the pace of everyone else instead of clearly better than everyone else, and that's not normal for him.
He would have to scratch and claw in the end. He would only end up 7th, so he's going to need some help from his teammates. Trey Canard gets around Will Hahn at the halfway mark, and then Rattray gets Hahn as well. Rattray did everything he could to help Pourcel. He went after Canard.
He did. The last 3 laps, I was actually watching with Tim Ferry, and we neither of us thought it was looking too good. Rattray was 2 seconds faster, on the 4th lap from the end. But to Canard's credit, he really stepped it up, dropped his lap times back down, and held strong.
He did. So behind them, you have Will Hahn in 3rd. Impressive ride. That's his first ever podium in a Moto Outdoors. And guess who that leaves battling for 4th and 5th? It's Barcia versus Wilson again. Yeah,
obviously this is turning into a pattern. These guys are magnets the last few laps of every moto, and Barcia seemed to come out on top again. I'm sure that Wilson's tired of that happening, and should be interesting last 4 motos.
Yeah, it was an aggressive pass on the last lap that put Barcia in 4th, which would loom large in the overall. 5th would go to Wilson, and once again 7th for Pourcel. Moto 2, it's now 49 again. Wilbur, Will Hahn, another hole shot.
Yeah, I was actually watching, and I'm like, I really hope Will pulls a hole shot here. He's on my fantasy team, and
okay.
It was cool to see. I mean, I know he's been injured, and obviously starts help here a lot.
And this time he would have Barcia to deal with, and Barcia would make the move and check out early.
Yeah, obviously Barcia had the hometown crowd going nuts. You could hear him all the way around the track. And adrenaline plays a part in that, and obviously he has incredible sprint speed, and you could see he was giving everything he had to kind of break away at the beginning.
Yeah, he built up a nice solid lead. What about the title contenders? This time, the good luck for Canard finally runs out. He goes down in an incident with Wilson, not a dirty incident, but he couldn't really get his rhythm back after that little crash.
Yeah, it just seemed like it kind of took his flow away, and I think all these thoughts come into your head. I'm losing points to Pourcel, the championship, a crash, sand everywhere. It's late in the day, and it's just hard to get up from that and move forward. I think he salvaged what he could, but obviously it wasn't a good moto for him.
No, he ends up 9th after winning the first moto. As for Pourcel, he was in a good position. Quickly moved up to the 3rd, along with Rattray getting around Will Hahn, but he couldn't quite hang with Rattray or Barcia today.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to have the pace of those two. I think he was trying to. Obviously the guy wants to win, but he's smart enough to know that if you don't have it, settle in for 3rd, get the points, championship's almost over, and obviously that's weighing on him after last year.
Wilson would move up to 4th. Will Hahn would take 5th in the moto, and another strong charge down the stretch for Rattray.
Yeah, Rattray was incredibly strong today. No doubt he was inspired by the birth of his child. You could tell he just looked like a different guy all day, and at the end of those motos, I'm really surprised he didn't win either moto, because he looked like a man possessed the last 3 laps.
He didn't need to pass Barcia to win the overall. A 2-2 will edge a 1-4. So Barcia wins the moto, Rattray wins the overall, and yes, he just had a new baby girl this morning, and he ends up taking the overall. That's a pretty good day for Tyler Rattray.
Moto 2 was a struggle for sure, but man, if I look back on the last 5 races, it's been awesome. From the start of the season, it was terrible, and to come out and to win 4 races and to win that first moto and to have a bad day and still be here in 3rd, it's great. So, hopefully I can continue that. We got 2 races left and do everything I can.
What exactly happened with you and Wilson at that point? I don't think you touched, but did you just miss the lines because you guys were going for the same spot? What happened there?
Yeah, I had a wheel on him, and I thought he would probably back off, and he just didn't, and fell over, I think, on me. And I mean, it wasn't nothing big. I just, it kind of put me in a little bit of a funk, and I just couldn't get out of it the rest of the moto. I mean, I just struggled. I kind of struggled all day. First practice, I just never really felt comfortable, and to leave today with a third and to make up 3 points, I mean, that's pretty special.
Yeah, I love Southwick a lot. I grew up around here a little bit. I've always known Ziggy. I've been close friends with him for many years now. So I come up here 2 weeks before the race every year. I ride with Dowd, and what can I say about that guy? He's still got it. He chases me around every day. I chase him around. He's an incredible guy, but I love the sand. Yeah, actually, I took the inside gate, and I guess it was not the best choice. I thought it would work like last year, but it didn't. So, I got pinched on that, and then the first lap, no one really seen my little crash I had. It was kind of stupid, just lost the front end. But I got up and I put on a really good charge. I ended up getting Wilson for 4th, so I was pretty happy with that. Just had to fight the whole moto. It's definitely very tough. When I was an amateur, I pretty much won everything. Every race I went to, I trained as hard as I could and, did everything I could. I'm still doing that today, but, seeing Dungy up here and hearing the things he says, I feel like all us amateur kids have kind of come from the same thing, and to hear him say that, I look up to that guy and want to be there just like him. So I'm going to keep on working, and hopefully I'll be there one day.
Okay, so bad motos for both Kennard and Pourcel. Good motos for both Kennard and Pourcel, but Kennard's good moto is a little bit gooder, right?
Yeah, I think that both of them are going to leave here feeling like they left a little bit on the table. Big opportunity to come out of here, for both guys with a substantial points lead, and kind of left where they were. So, I think, they obviously that Southwick took its toll on the guys, and they both had decent motos, but I think it could have been, a lot different.
Are you surprised, though, Kennard, when he had his good moto, he did what he needed to do, he won? Pourcel was there with the leaders in Moto 2 and only ended up 30. Are you surprised a little bit with that?
You know what? Pourcel looked like he was trying as hard as he could. I just think the pace was really high. He didn't see Kennard around him the second moto, and I think he knew that a big crash in that moto would be devastating to the championship, especially after what happened here last year. So when he was in third, he was comfortable. He knew he still had the points lead after the first moto, so it was kind of, I'm going to settle in, I'm going to get these points and make sure Kennard doesn't pass me.
All right, that's it from Still City. Congrats to the new dad and the race winner, Tyler Rattray. That's got to feel good. We'll see you next week from Still City. It's the Race Rex Motocross Show in the 250 class.